Well, we did it. Mostly. I'm at a point where I'm pretty happy with where we are. Opening things up here just made the flow so much better in the house. I'm really happy with the kitchen, the upstairs bathroom. I really like the wood countertops that I made. And Ron's wood from the neighbor who got us some nice wood with the amazing red streaks in it. In the basement, there are still a number of little projects I'd like to work on, but we had a guy, Gary, come in and do the tile in there for us, and it looks great. What a huge difference that is compared to when we first got here. We kept the ceilings open in the basement, and I just love the old cross bracing and just the look of the old wood down there. The egress window worked out great, and again we used some of the box elder wood to finish that out. For now, I kept the old retro countertops, which go with the kind of retro fridge and microwave that we bought. I was really excited when I pulled off some of those old cabinets, and the cinder block had two different colors of paint that were just kind of this natural faux finish. And so I think I want to keep those and just put in these beautiful wood shelves and do the under cabinet lighting. And we opened up some of the shelving and turned it into a bar, but I'd like to finish that out with some beautiful wood. It's gonna be swanky down there. Of course, we're still waiting for the carpet to be installed, and that's a month and a half out. And then we can assemble the bunk beds, so we haven't worked on that yet. But we did get some furniture in the basement, and we got plenty of furniture in the house, and it's mostly from Restore. If it turns out we don't like an item, we will donate it back to Restore and find the right thing. Was this a success? I would say it was resounding. I love the house, I love the land, I love the lake, I love the forest, and I think my family does too. And of course, we love the area. So Jim Gaffigan has a joke. How long have you been in Wisconsin? He says, oh, about 10 pounds. I've been in Wisconsin for about 10 pounds myself. A lot of that's muscle. I probably spend about 4 hours of every day just searching for tools. So it'd be nice if they had a way, some invention, some way to wear your things, like a belt of some sort. Yeah, belt for your tools. Great to have the support of a lot of friends and family, and especially Mike, who was here week in and week out, toiling away with me. Last week I put in about 70 hours here, and I'm pretty exhausted, so I am ready to put my tools down and go back to Colorado and get back into the groove of things there. And of course I'll be picking my tools back up soon after I get there and working on some projects there. So we still have a lot of work to do outside with the landscaping and the fire pit and the furniture and the paths, and eventually expanding the dock. I'll be back in a month and a half, and I'll have some little projects to work on then. And meanwhile, Mike will have finished some of the other projects we have to do here. I left the verdant Northwoods at 4 in the morning. A chill hung in the air. I was unaware that I was gradually descending into a Dantean hellscape of blasting heat, pestilence, and catastrophic wildfires. The insects using my windshield as a grotesque Jackson Pollock canvas. I'm hot. I don't have any AC. I've just had the window cracked for hours and hours now, and I just asked the guy at the gas station how hot it is outside. He said it's 104. So not the best day to be traveling without AC. It's been on the whole time. About 12 hours in, and I got about 5 hours to go. Just as I thought all hope was lost, the smoke dissipated and the cool air rushed back into my trusted truck. I had arrived back in my beautiful home of Colorado. Woo! That was a crazy day. I'm getting settled back into my life in Colorado. I was watching some of the old episodes, and episode 3 was about managing entropy at the cottage project and how did we do with that. There's a theory in evolutionary biology called punctuated equilibrium, whereby species go through long stretches of not having much evolution, punctuated by short bouts of pretty rapid evolution. My life is kind of the opposite of that. I call it punctuated chaos. So I'll have pretty long stretches of a lot of chaos, punctuated by shorter periods of relative equilibrium. That's kind of how the cottage remodel went. We would start a new project, all hell would break loose with tools and mess everywhere. But then we'd finish up a little project and we would rein that entropy back in. And each time we did that, we created just a little bit more order in our little corner of the universe. And right now, the cottage is at a point of relative equilibrium, and I'm hoping we can kind of keep it that way for a while. So one thing I want to do is share with you a little montage of the before and afters of a lot of the projects we did. And at some point soon, I will post more detailed videos of some of those individual projects. Our plan is to begin renting this to friends and family and acquaintances starting in September at a discounted rate. And we'll probably do that through the winter and into the spring. And then at that point, we'll kind of assess whether we should put it on Airbnb or VRBO. Granjan and Punsi and a couple of their friends are going to be our first guests at the cottage. I'm excited to share the finished or mostly finished project with them, especially since they were there right from the beginning. And my wife and I are going to fly back in early October to oversee the carpet install, just to relax and enjoy the cottage in the stunning fall colors, and probably work on a couple little projects and catch a Packer game. We hope to get the family out there for part of the winter break and possibly spring break, and then we'll be out there for at least a few weeks next summer as well. Let's see what Mike is up to. What you doing, Mike?
Oh, I was like flipping around. I saw this interesting channel.
What's it called?
Papa's Cottage, I believe.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The host is kind of iffy, but
That guy looks sketchy.
This is the basement bedroom. This is really good. You need a kid's bedroom. 4 beds.
Preseason.
there it comes. Over it goes.
Oh, about 10 pounds.